I'm going to hold a brief press conference here today. It's not going to be very long. To make a statement about the October 31st, 2018 homicide of Corey Harrell Jr. I'm not going to take any questions after the statement today. I think my remarks will speak for themselves. You understand that after I get done with that information today. And I hope you understand this is still an active criminal investigation, even though we're talking about something that occurred in 2018. The Moline Police Department is still actively investigating this case. Following the press conference, the media email distribution group that I know all of you or your stations are a part of will receive a written statement from our media group email, and it will also be accompanied by some digital images that relate to the information in the press release today. So, as you know, it's 3 years, 1,092 days. Corey Harrell Jr. was shot and killed in downtown Moline 3 years ago on October 31st, 2018, which is coming up this weekend. It's 1,092 days, but it's been a lifetime of pain and sorrow for his mom and dad. It's a news story to you and your viewers, your readers, but it's a nightmare for his family. And here we are again in front of you at a news conference on another anniversary of the murder 3 years later, asking for the public's help, asking for more information about a bold, shocking, and terrifying broad daylight shooting that occurred in downtown Moline. And gun violence has become normal in our society in today's day. It's just not acceptable. It takes all of us in our community to work together to prevent gun violence as well as solve these gun violence tragedies. In 2018, Corey Harrell Jr. was a victim of gun violence. A black SUV followed Corey, who was driving a silver van. Occupants of the black SUV started shooting at Corey's van in the 2100 block of River Drive, continued to shoot at him on 19th Street, and again right near here at 16th Street and 7th Avenue, where Corey's vehicle came to arrest and police found him dead from gunshot wounds. In the past 1,092 days, we have seen the I-74 bridge built. Hard-working laborers put that together piece by piece, bolt by bolt. It's a massive display of American skill. But the Moline Police Department needs more pieces of the puzzle to bridge this gap that we have in the Harrell homicide. Our investigators have followed dozens and dozens of leads, tips, and bits of information over these past 1,092 days towards achieving justice for the Harrell family. And in doing so, our detectives have developed 3 persons of interest. Over the past 3 years, we have asked for the public to help us with information. Today, we are asking the public for more information on 3 specific people that our investigators believe have significant information related to the Harrell homicide in 2018. That piece of information might be that missing nut or bolt that we need to build a bridge to solve this outstanding case and bridge that gap towards the justice that the Corey Harrell family so desperately desires, needs, and deserves. So that information might be as simple as information out about a black SUV, the whereabouts of these 3 individuals before, during, or after the homicide, or anything. No information is too small, and we ask you to report that to the police. So we are seeking information on 3 persons of interest in this case. Alonzo R. Cole, 23, formerly of Rock Island. Thomas E. Elijah Hughes, 21, formerly of East Moline. And Preston R. Orr, 25, of Rock Island. Police are also seeking information about a black SUV believed to be involved in the shooting. And this was not a random shooting. We believe Corey was targeted by the shooters and through our investigation, we determined that these people all knew each other. The Moline Police Department arrested Cole and Hughes in May of 2020 on unrelated weapons and drug charges. They were both subsequently indicted on federal charges. Cole is in federal custody in Indiana and was sentenced this year in 2021 to serve a 6-year sentence on possession of firearm in furtherance of drug trafficking and felon in possession of a firearm. Hughes is also in federal custody for possession of a firearm in furtherance of drug trafficking and is awaiting sentencing. The Moline Police Department has been actively pursuing tips and leads on this case for the past 3 years. This information has led investigators to believe that Cole, Elijah Hughes, and/or are persons of interest to the homicide.